Okay then. I had to show it. Well, it's got to be a little dirty every now.
Fixing it up, so one of our dilemmas is how much we keep fixing with no use here. So that's one of the our big items is what to do with this space. And we've had a lot of different options. Doing mushroom farms down here was a big option.
Oh, the pipes then?
Putting mushroom farms in here.
I'm not sure if you can see it on video. It's just dangerous.
Well, it's a good environment for you to.
Oh, the red tape, yeah. Nice.
Or you can do something like a store.
We should be under or near Times Square.
A lot of different things that could happen down in this area.
Where's the phone number?
But like I say, a lot of it all boils down to having money, and developers really don't want to put a lot into this area right here. This is one of the stations here. This station here is in front of Old City Hall. Old City Hall was built in 1874. This is in front of it right here. So literally what it was years ago, the top is all covered. The city covered the top years ago here, but literally you would come down, there was a ticket, you'd get your ticket and everything up above, you'd come down the stairs, you stand right here, you'd have a platform, and literally you had subways on both sides, and you would live like any subway line, you would just, hop on and stop here. Now an interesting thing with this is your column, okay? Here you got a fluted column, a little more high end. So right here where these stations were, where these stairs and everything were, you come down, this is a little higher end.
This is a lot newer, of
It
course,
looks
this
much
wall.
nicer. You can't tell it now, but it was much nicer because it had more architectural detail to it. Now you'll notice if you walk away from this, you lose that, you'll start to lose that, it's way down here, you start to lose that whole fluting thing. Because this was a big platform, this is where people congregated. There's pictures on the internet that are pretty cool of a whole bunch of people in the 1940s all lined up on this platform, with the old fur coats and everything, all waiting for the trolleys down here.
Trying to keep everything lined up here so you can see what I'm seeing. It just keeps going and going. Water flow. Oh, it dripped on me. Ew. Oh, looks like one of your air shafts right there.
Yep. Actually, that's one of my, there's certain ways I know where I am down this tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's certain landmarks, like where the air shafts are. The utilities are a big giveaway for us. Where the utilities are all the intersections for the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, this line here, this is an RDH. We have steam lines, we have all these high capacity lines. Back over the aqueduct, there was one big line there. It's 115 kV oil encased electric cable encased in oil to actually reduce the resistance of it.
Oh, yeah.
That feeds all the west side of the city and the county. So if that line went out, basically half the county, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, would lose power. So a lot of these that's what a lot of these are now. They use this as a utility chase line.
Huh. part of the old municipal steam system still run through here?
Still does, yeah. RDH, Rochester District Heating.
Oh, RDH. Okay, that's what it
It's
says.
steam heat. They actually have steam heat. There's a co-op in downtown Rochester that runs steam heat, runs all over the downtown area, and a lot of the buildings run on steam. It's a great system.
Oh, it is.
It's actually a great system.
We were talking to the guy who runs Times Square. He was saying just a couple of years ago they got rid of it and went to natural gas.
Yeah, some people have. I don't know why, because the steam system is great, but a lot of people, I don't know, whatever, they just don't understand it or don't want to work with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's already there, so.
It is. The whole co-op, so you get reduced prices on it.
I would think that'd be a lot cheaper than natural gas, which is, we know how expensive that is in this area. It's ridiculous.
I can't remember how many, I think it was like maybe 20, 25 large buildings hooked to the steam system right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like the U of R. That's all hot water / steam.
Yeah, that's all, yeah.
And there's, all the new buildings have steam and hot water. Well, it's mostly hot water now, but oh, we lost the concrete.
See, this is one of the issues we have. You can start to see how big this is. It just goes on and on like this. So the question was, for the city, what do you do with all this space down here? It's like there's a road, there's an active road above you. This is Broad Street above you, West Broad Street. But the question is like, what do you do with all this space down here? Because it literally costs the city, upwards around $500,000 a year to maintain all this. Shore it up, bridge it up, inspect it, all this stuff. It's good. So the question is, what do you, sooner or later you're going to have to do something with all this space.
I was going to say, I can only imagine what the catastrophe if this caved in. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we studied like putting light rail back into the city was a big option, actually bringing light rail subway lines back in, but most of the new starts, you want to actually have them on the surface. People like to see where they're going on a fixed rail, so when you're down here, we're not that big of a community that you have to be underground.
No, but it's already here. Why not use it?
Well, because it doesn't connect to where you really want to. That's the other problem.
Well, yeah. At that point, you'd have to take it up and out.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Turn around at this point. But thank you.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for the transportation.
All right, be safe going out.
ChristianMingle.com. Nice. That's funny.
Oh, you see where it said below it?
No. The camera probably did, but I didn't. The camera's seeing more than I am. That's why I'm doing this. Of course, this is all going to be on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
I always found this interesting here.
Take quite a while to stand here and read it.
Oh, you can't. It just takes so long to read this thing. He just rambles on about a lost love and stuff. It's like really bizarre.
Oh.
Someone is having a bad night here.
There you go. And a lot of spare time.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how he did this. It's just like it's amazing to be able to write like that.
Oh yeah.
I trust that's just paint. It's a paintbrush or a spray can.
Oh yeah. Fume City.
Yeah.
I fall asleep. The only downside to this flashlight, it doesn't do wide beam very well. Although the camera is keeping up with it.
I used to have one of those 1,000,000-watt lights. I love that thing, but it wouldn't hold the charge.
Oh yeah.
Trouble is, you come down here halfway down and you run out of power.
It dies. Yeah, I was gonna say this, thankfully, is only 4 AA batteries.
Yeah. Oh, the LEDs are great these days.
Oh, they are. I always have to laugh at some of the U of R mechanics that are still walking around with in cans. It's like, okay, LED, wave of the future.
This is all new here. I'm not sure what this says.
PGL. Pigless smoke. Huh. Again, it's so well done. It's not some, person with a paintbrush just scribbling all over the place.
I'd have to say one of the scariest things I ever saw down here. We were down here one time, just coming down. There's only like 2-3 of us down here, a bunch of engineers who were looking at different things, and we came down and further. I think it was further down, the pitch dark. Someone did. It was really where they had a body hanging, literally on a rope. It was a fake body, But it was, you know, it's all choked up, hangman's noose and everything. But it was hidden behind like a column. So you're walking down and kind of in the dark, you know, and if you don't have a lot of guys down here, it gets kind of weird. So all of a sudden you're looking, all of a sudden you turn this corner and there's this, you know, like this body just hanging there. It's like, oh my God.
Body. It was a fake body.
At least it was fake and not real. Yes. Ooh, RPD. Hey, a minion. Nice. That's not that old. Nice columns. That's for sure. See, and this is why I wore this jacket with the fluorescent and the reflective stripes.
Yeah.
So if I trip over this stuff and fall down and break my neck, you guys can see me with your flashlights if you look the right way. Surprise! See, this is the easy way to get down Broad Street. No traffic. No traffic lights, no crosswalks, nothing. It's just a straight shot. Those lines don't look like they're that old. Well, except for the rust on the boxes. Yep. Somebody found the same thing I found.
What?
Somebody found the same piece I found.
What?
That noise, that metal, piece of metal or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I kicked it, and then somebody else followed it. It is peeing. Nice.
But you can see down here, a lot of it, you know, you just don't see the graffiti down here like you did back there. I mean, it's here, but it's just not.
It's not quite as
No, it's just-
affluent
it's
or
just,
visible.
You know, scattered junk is what it is. Like I say, we got these lights here. We put these vents in just to get air down here. Years ago, you come down here, turn your flashlight off, and you talk about pitch darkness.
Oh, yeah.
It's like crazy.
Yeah, there's something bright and reflective up there. Bright and reflective.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Frontier conduits.
You what?
Frontier conduits, it
Oh.
says.
Hey, you could give it to the U of R. It'd be better than the crap they have.
Now this, we're right under Main Street here. We're
You are-
crossing Main Street real shortly.
You are disconnected.
See a little light way down there, and then we'll be up on the street real quick. We got all this shoring in here, and one of the interesting things with this, we redid this tunnel probably about like 6 years ago. Rehabbed all this area here because it was really in bad shape. And north of here, out that way, we actually filled it all in. It probably goes about another half mile to a mile. We filled that in because it was so bad. It wasn't concrete frame like this. It was actually steel frame, and all the steel was corroding real bad. It had holes in the web, and just it was ugly. But one thing we put all this shoring in here, because Main Street has so much traffic on it,
Oh, yeah.
to fix up in here instead of fixing up overhead and ripping this all out and, just a major disruption, we ended up shoring all this underneath here so we wouldn't have to rip up the street up above. That's what all this is about here. But
All the buses.
yeah, well, this is one of my landmarks. This is the only way I know. The only way you know where you are down. There's certain landmarks, like I know where this area is. I know the utility line, certain numbers. So there's just certain things that you know where you are right here. The numbers on each column is labeled. Each column is labeled. This is actually considered a bridge. It's one of the longest bridges in New York. It has 198 spans. Each one of these is a span, and each column is numbered. So if there's an issue, the inspectors come down here and they literally inspect all this. And they number all the columns. So they call me up and say, Tom, column 52 is getting really bad. I can come down. We can see where that is.
I see red. Of course. Trip hazards all over.
I mean, I don't, but I don't where it is.
It's just because like it's not really
And they will eventually, because I mean, it just takes a lot of time. It just takes that process.
you just take longer than anyone else.
Now approaching 90 Canal Street.
All right, this right here, this wall we just put in a few years ago. This is where the tunnel would continue for another mile, just like what we walked through, except the framing was different. Instead of concrete frame, it was steel frame, like I was telling you before. It was all, deteriorating really bad, so we filled all this in. The grates here, we left these grates in, and one of the things is when we filled all that in, what we did is we collapsed the structures, pulverized the structure, and then you had to bring like dirt and stuff in. So basically what they did with these big grates here is they dropped dirt straight down through, mounds of dirt, and then they would push it that way and start filling. So they would just keep pushing and pushing dirt, dropping it down these vents. These vents are right underneath 490, so you can't get snow or rain doesn't come down through these because there's an overpass above all that. So we left all these just for the airflow and light down here.
Oh, yeah.
We left this opening here, which we're going to walk out of. It's pretty big. It's a 22-foot clearance in here. The reason for that is really if we wanted to bring a subway back in here, or a light rail, or if you want to bring transit back in here, this is where it would come in. You'll see up above, this ties into R&S, Rochester and Sutherland's lines from the airport. So if we wanted to bring a subway in from the airport, you would come straight down through here and come right into the heart of the city, just like a lot of major metropolitan areas. You
That
grab
would be
your planes, and
That's
just
a
grab a
nice
subway
idea.
and come right downtown. So that's what the purpose of all this is here.
Oh. That would be a nice, quick idea. Oh, yeah. Daylight. Daylight and lots of weed. Daylight and lots of weed. I'm getting high just from smelling it. I'm kidding, of course. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a foot. Sure looks like it.
You guys finish up your midterms? This is a whole different dichotomy down here than the other end of this.
Like the 42 and then like a
This is the section I tell you about the city filled all this in. All this right to our side here is all new. This is all filled in. Filled in about a mile all the way down through here. We left this in here literally for a subway car or a train track to come in here. It's one of our access if you really want to, we get vehicles down there, maintenance vehicles, lift trucks and everything down through here. This is how we come in here. You'll see a different dichotomy on this end. The other end, you got homeless, transients, you got the graffiti. A little more creative, I'd be honest with you. Honestly, it's a little safer down there. Now it's fine here. But at night, you start to get into some areas of the city are a little rougher as you continue this way.
Oh yeah.
Usually the way I portray it and paint it up is like, down here you get a lot of drug abuse, you're in some rough neighborhoods, a lot of liquor, a lot of just craziness this way. The other way is more just transients. There's guys that just, they're looking, it's a little warmer on the other end of the line, a little safer. They're just looking for a place to camp out, hang out, stay dry and safe. And like I say, this end of the tunnel, you have like a whole different atmosphere. In the middle, it's kind of, you get into that dark area, that black area, it's kind of like a transitional area that, no one crosses really. But as you can see, you'll start to see more junk up here, and it's a whole different look up in this area. But we'll go up here and circle around on the street, and I'll show you a little bit about what's happening downtown.
Rack Subway approved.
Yeah. Yep.
Aren't you glad I brought two?
Yeah.
Your flashlight wouldn't have done squat there.
Yeah.